Hi guys, happy Thursday! As you can see, I'm not at Disney, which I told you guys I was not going to be. I'm down here with the ponies. This is my third trip down here today. I'm very, very sleepy right now. But I told you guys if I could, I would go live for a little bit. So just figured I'd go live for a little bit. I was going to get Denver out, and I need to make buckets for all three of them. So I figured I'd hang out with you guys for a little bit and visit with you, and you could see the horses. Well, see what you can because it's dark out. So, but I'm gonna get Denver out and get him groomed and go work him. But I'll get caught up with you guys in 1 second. Let me get him out though. Hold on. I hope everyone's had a good week so far. No, you can't eat my hair. Hold on. Let me turn the light on. There, much better. All right, let me get the...
It's not even showing you're live yet.
That's weird. Shows 1 hour ago. And then it's got 2 upcoming lives. The heck is going on?
It doesn't even show that on my end.
Well, hopefully no one's in there, because...
No, there's nobody in there. It hasn't even notified Discord yet that you're live.
Yeah, see, it's showing.
What the heck? Yeah, look, I go to live on mine, look.
I don't know. Oh, it's unlisted. That's probably why.
Yep. Now it shows your live.
What the heck? The streaming thing is difficult. Hi. All right. Let's get you groomed, sir. I know. Hi, buddy.
Welcome in, Christy. Welcome in, Paul.
Hi.
Welcome in, Justin. Miss Carmen.
Welcome in, guys.
Welcome in, Emily.
Sorry for the late start. Had to wait for Anthony to get off work, and actually maybe I should shed him out a little bit. He's shedding pretty bad. Wait for Anthony to get off work and get home and showered and changed. So because I thought about going live earlier, but I was like, it's too much to try and juggle the gimbal and the horses and stuff. And I thought about going live and driving around, but I need something more secure to put my phone in, because the roads up here are really bumpy. They're not paved very well, so I didn't want the gimbal to, or not the gimbal, the phone to fall out of the little case thing to hold it while I'm driving. Oh, Denver, you're like, what's his name? The one from the Peanuts that's always dirty, Pigpen? He's like Pigpen. He rolled in the dirt today.
Justin says, hopefully your horses are doing okay, Katie.
So far, they seem to be doing much, or it's just the one, but yeah, she seems to be doing better, so.
Welcome in, Tony.
Still taking it slow and easy with her. But this is not the one that wasn't feeling well. It's one of the girls that wasn't feeling well.
Welcome in, Lady DH, Leslie, Jeremy, Ash of Hearts, Jennifer P.
Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome in, Kay, Danny.
So if you guys aren't familiar, this is John Denver. He's the only male horse that I have right now. There, is that better? Is that better? And I got him out and I figured I'd groom him a little bit and then I'll go exercise him. I wasn't gonna ride. I'm way too tired. But I figured I'd exercise him, and then I need to make supplement buckets for all of the horses that are mine. Not all of them here, just mine.
Let me catch up on chat really quick. Chrissy says hi. Paul says hi, Katie. Justin says hi, Katie. Miss Carmen says hi, Auntie Katie. Emily says hey, handsome. Tony says good evening, Katie and Anthony. Lady DH says hi, Aunt Katie, everyone. Leslie says hello. Carmen says yay, home stream, Auntie Katie. Ash says hi everyone, I hope you all are doing wonderful today. Jeremy says how are you? Jennifer P says hello. Carmen says beautiful horse, Auntie Katie. Kay Wilby says what a beautiful horse. Danny says hello my bestie Katie, how are you doing? Danny says hey my buddy Anthony, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Carmen says, that's good to hear, Auntie Katie, because I was worried about your horse. Val says, so glad she's feeling better. Welcome in, by the way. Emily says, cool, a live carousel horsey. Lady DH says, he's shedding like spring is on its way.
Yeah, one of my other ones, Whiskey, she's shedding 10 times worse than him. And then the one that wasn't feeling well that colicked yesterday, Darlin, she's hardly shedding at all. So it's always crazy to see how they'll shed out differently.
Adventures with Yoshire Toad says, hi, Katie, and welcome in. Welcome in, Balaban. Balaban says, hi there, my friend. How are you doing? Your horse is so nice looking.
Thank you.
James the Tarnished, welcome in. Fake Human, welcome in. Hello, hello. Ash says, good news from my end. I got accepted into the Disney College program. Woohoo!
Yay! When do you find out where you're going to be assigned? Oh, buddy boy. Good enough, huh? Good enough. Yes.
Nope, chat just skipped on me, dang it. Okay, there we go. Boom. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Welcome in, CL. CL says, hi, beautiful Katie and Anthony. Dropping in to say hi and big hugs to you both.
Hey, CL.
Ash says, I'm really hoping to be placed into Epcot or Magic Kingdom.
Do you know if you're going to be working retail or attractions or... I always find it interesting where everyone gets assigned.
Adventures with Yoshire Toad says, hope everyone is having a great Thursday. Justin says, Anthony, was I supposed to carry the team in Fortnite? Laugh out loud. Yeah, but you didn't play. You didn't join. You didn't join us last night. You missed out on the chaos. No, I was going to shoot you an invite, but I seen you were playing with one of your friends, so I was like, I won't bug him. Ash says, I won't know my role until 4 weeks before I leave, sadly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Justin says, what kind of chaos? You'll have to go back and look. I'd have to say about what, halfway into the stream, everybody was borderline in tears laughing so hard. Tropic Adventure says, hi all. Hello, Tropic, welcome in.
Hey, hey.
Justin says, yeah, I was with my friend, and after my friends finished playing, I was super tired. I bet. Ash says, oh, hey. Oh, nope, that's not for me. Mini Stitchy, welcome in. Hello, hello. Mini Stitchy says, hey, all.
All right, now the question is, are you going to be good or are you going to be naughty? Are you going to see dead people tonight? Huh? Are you going to be good? Are you going to be good or are you going to throw a little fit out there?
Wolf Cop Sanchez, welcome in. Says, hi, Katie and Anthony. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Miss Carmen says, I missed you both, Auntie Katie. XP626, welcome in. Hello, hello. XP626 says, how's the horse?
This one was fine and has been fine, knock on something. The one that wasn't feeling well, she seems to be doing better. Do you want to get in front of me? It's not necessarily smart to walk behind them. I don't think he'd do anything, but...
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to walk, like, right behind him.
Yeah, but their legs are long. They have a far reach.
Trust me, I was going to stay far enough away from his back legs.
I'm just going to work on this round pen right here. If you want to turn the light on the gimbal, you can. He might be kind of scared of it, but he'll get over it.
Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to pull my phone back out.
Come on.
Let me see if it'll make a difference. Well, it made a little bit of a difference.
Why does my mic keep flashing?
Huh?
Why does my mic keep flashing?
What do you mean?
The light keeps flashing.
I don't know.
All right. Go on. No. I know you don't want to go to the light, but you'll be okay. I'm going to try and semi-read the chat. Hi, Queen Erin Fletcher. Welcome in from Massachusetts. Oh, my goodness. What's the weather like out there? I know, aren't they pretty, Mini Stitchy? I used to volunteer, even when I had horses when I was younger, I used to volunteer at a place down in Orange County. Hey, Gladys. It's been good so far. And no, Denver, that's not a challenge. The other day after the storm, that tree right there came down. He wouldn't even walk out the barn. He was so scared of it. Hey, Amy. Hey there, Randy Pinball. Sanchez. Can't pet that horse. Queen Erin Fletcher said, pretty good in Fairhaven, Massachusetts, down here. Good to hear. Hey, Jeremy. Yes, I ride. I have way more saddles than I have horses. And I used to compete a lot. I've been riding since I was in like 4th grade. So, Randy Pinball said, what? No carousel music? Hey, Robin. Can I ride a horse on live stream? I can. Probably not tonight, though. I'm very tired right now. I got 4 hours sleep last night. I was here in the middle of the night last night checking on my horse that wasn't feeling well. And then I was here first thing in the morning checking on her. And I was here earlier today again checking on her.
I didn't mean to do that.
And there's light again. EXP66 said, can I ride that horse? Come on down. Hey, Joey. Maybe, Jeremy. It just depends, like, schedule-wise and stuff. The biggest issue is by the time Anthony gets off work, it's late and it's really dark. Once the time changes and it stays later at night, it'll be easier. We do have lights on the big arena that's over there. But it's just very expensive to run the lights, and it's not my electric bill. This is a stable that some people I know own, so I don't really feel right using, because they take up a lot of power, because they're old, like halogen bulbs, and there's a lot of them. You can't just pick one or two. It's like both sides of the arena all the way down get lit up. So I'd rather wait till it's lighter earlier if I'm going to live stream it while I'm riding, just to kind of be considerate of them and their power bill. Robin said hi to you.
Hello, Robin.
Trot. Good boy. Hey, Joey. Hey, fake human. Randy said, I had a girlfriend that had an Andalusian horse. The horse was insane, very, very hyper, but they're beautiful horses. There can be a lot of reasons for that, though. Sometimes it's the way that they're fed. Sometimes it's just that they're not getting exercised enough. Sometimes it can be genetics. Some horses are just bred to be more, it's called hot. So like more hyped up and full of energy and stuff. Mini Stitchy said hi to you.
Who?
Mini Stitchy.
Hello, Mini Stitchy.
Oh. Go on. Good boy. Gladys said, are horses like men? Whole lot of really high maintenance. Haha, I kid. Well, mine are high maintenance. I know that much. Randy Pinball said, beautiful though. Emily said, I'll write them. I'll give you a quarter. LOL. You got to figure out where you put it. Justin Ray said, if I ride horses, it will not end well. You could probably ride at least 2 of mine and be all right. The third one, I wouldn't dare put anyone on. Carmen said, oh, I see. Wow, Auntie Katie. Hey, Helen. She said, hey, Katie and Anthony. Carmen said, are the houses expensive there, Auntie Katie? Just wondering.
Welcome in, Helen.
They're not as expensive as down by where you live, Carmen. But especially if you want horse property, it's still not cheap. Birthday Queen Erin Fletcher said, my birthday, 26th birthday, lands on Sunday, June 1st, 2025. Oh, very cool. Hey, Robin Eben. Randy said, the horse was beautiful. His name was Cloud Dancing. Oh, that's a really pretty name. Andalusians are gorgeous. Andalusians are actually a cross of 2 different breeds. Justin Ray said, why? Because if a wild horse tries to fling me off, I'll go flying. Well, that's why you ride a calm horse. And you have someone who knows what they're talking about help you out so you don't go flying. Erin Fletcher said, just so you know, I'm dating Harry Styles of London, okay, since he's my boyfriend. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Paul said, how long have you had the horses? Oh gosh, this one, I can't remember how old he is right now. He's either 8 or 9, and I've had him since just before he turned 3. And then Whiskey is the same age as him, and I got her when she was 1. And then the one that was sick, Darlin, I got her when she was, I can't remember if she was 5 or 6, and she's either 19 or 20 this year. Trot. Good boy. Emily said, I'll give Katie the quarter. Sanchez said, didn't say to me. Oh, Ciel's probably at work, Sanchez. You know she loves you, though. Sanchez said, I'm not howl scared horse. I promise, Katie. Randy said, did you ever compete in barrel racing? I did a little bit of barrel racing. Not a ton. I did pretty much everything else with the exception of dressage. So I did jumping, I did Western pleasure, I did reining, I did a little bit of cow work, I did extreme cowboy racing, a lot of stuff. Hey Maria, she said, hi Katie, how are you? I'm late, but what's the update on the horse? Oh, so far so good. So far so good. Yeah, it is a lot of work, Carmen, to have horses. Like I said, I've been here 3 times today, taking care of them and checking on the one that wasn't feeling well. And yesterday I was here for 7 hours straight, and then I came back again in the middle of the night to check on the one that wasn't feeling well. So Paul said nice. Maria said, not gonna lie, the horse ASMR is quite cool. Randy said, awesome. Annette said, hi, Katie. Hey, Annette. Ah, wrong lead. Oh.
Hello.
Good boy. Maria said, you have to share some pictures of those horse events you took place. Justin Ray said, Anthony, I'm going to use the Uno reverse card. He's going to have to carry me on Fortnite now. LOL.
I'm going to have to carry you on Fortnite? Okay, when you go down, I'll carry you. I got you.
Helen said, I would love to ride a horse. Sencha said, 33 Lakers versus Trailblazers, 18, everybody. Maria said, hi to Anthony if he's there holding the camera. He is, Maria. Helen, oh, that's not for me. Emily said, you live close to the stables. I was thinking they were really closer to you. I live like 30 minutes away, so a lot of driving back and forth. Oh. Carmen said, how's everyone doing today? Paul said, what causes colic? Oh, it can be several different things. It can be from sand. So if you guys don't know, which I'm sure most of you, if not all of you do, colic is basically like a tummy ache. So with horses, they can get sand colic. So when horses eat, a lot of times they like to eat off the ground because that's how they would naturally eat. So even if you have their hay in a feeder or a hay net or something like that up higher, a lot of times they'll pull it out and put the hay on the ground because they want to eat off the ground. But in a lot of areas, especially up here in the desert, it's very sandy on the ground. So when they eat, they'll accidentally ingest a little bit of sand. And that sand a lot of times will not get digested. It'll get stuck in their tummy. And so it'll build up and cause like a blockage essentially. So they'll get a tummy ache because their food builds up behind that sand and they can't digest it. So that's one way. They can get gas colic because horses are one of a few animals that can't throw up and they can't really burp. So if they need that release, they can't get it. So if there's a blockage of some kind and they get too much air in their tummy, sometimes it'll get stuck and then they'll get cramps like us, but they can't burp it or anything like that. So they'll colic and get a tummy ache. And then another way is dehydration or impaction, which kind of go hand in hand. So this time of year, unfortunately, is like a terrible time of year for colic. In fact, the vet that I had come out, her personal horse colicked a couple weeks ago, she said, and it colicked for 5 days straight. She thought she was going to have to put it down. But especially up here, the weather is very back and forth. So at night it gets pretty cold. And during the day it's been getting warmer. So what happens is at night it's so cold that they don't feel the need to drink. So they won't drink a whole lot. Then it starts getting hotter as the day warms up. They'll eat. But they'll eat and they'll be a little dehydrated from not drinking overnight. And then as it gets hotter, it just makes them even more dehydrated. And that food will kind of get stuck in their stomach or in their intestines somewhere. And it'll cause a blockage. And then they'll get a tummy ache. So That last one is pretty much what we think happened with my horse. The weather fluctuating, and I had her out for a few hours because the horseshoer was coming yesterday, so to do all of their feet. So she was out in the sun more so than she normally is, and so we think she just got a little dehydrated, got impacted. So what they do is the vet will come out and they'll check the horse, which the owner usually does as well. So you'll actually be able to put your ear on their tummy in a few different spots and listen for gut sounds, which is basically food moving through their intestines and their stomach, because horses should almost always have some sort of gut sounds because they're almost always digesting because their intestines are crazy long. So even if they haven't been eating, you should still be able to hear a little bit of gut sounds. And that's one of the first signs. If you don't hear gut sounds, then you know that they might be colicking if they're acting kind of funny. So, and sometimes they'll have sounds on one side of their body, but not the other. So that's what happened with my horse. She had a little bit of gut sounds on the one side and none at all on the other side. And sometimes they'll have an increased heart rate because they're cramping and they're stressing themselves out. If it's bad, sometimes they'll sweat really bad. And then they'll just try and get comfortable. So they'll stretch out, they'll paw, they'll try and lay down and roll because they're trying to relieve that pain. So just like us when we get a really bad stomach ache and we're like, oh, you know, and like laying down, whatever, trying to get comfortable, that's what they do. But the problem with that is, with horses, when they lay down and they roll, they can actually flip their intestines upside down and get them basically tangled in a ball. And if that happens, they have to have surgery, and even the surgery is not guaranteed. So that's why as soon as you see them acting like they might be colicky, it's really important to try and address it immediately. So yeah, so I had the vet out. Before she got here, I'd already given the horse some medicine, like for pain relief, basically. And I'd listened for the gut sounds and everything. So she came out, she listened with her stethoscope, same thing. And she was like, yep. She's like, I agree, she's colicking. So what they do is they get oil, basically like mineral oil, and water. And they get this crazy, crazy, crazy long, almost like straw. But it's made of like a PVC, not even PVC, like a vinyl. So it's really flexible and it's clear. And this is kind of gross, but they'll take it. And when I say it's long, it's like, oh gosh, if I had to guess, like 12 to 15 feet long. It's really, really long. And what they'll do is they'll thread it through a nostril, through the back of their head, down their throat, all the way down into their stomach. And they have to try and get past like their trachea, their windpipe, all of that. And a lot of times the horses will fight it because it feels funny and it's kind of uncomfortable. And once they get it in there all the way, then they have basically like a pump, and they'll put the pump in a bucket. And they usually have like 2 separate buckets. One has the oil and one has water. And they'll pump the oil into their belly through that tube. And then after that, they'll pump the water in there as well. And what it basically does is the oil and then the water work together to kind of lube up their stomach and their intestines to help whatever's blocking it pass. And then the water helps hydrate, like rehydrate any undigested food that's in there to help kind of ease it along. So sometimes you have to do that several times. Thank goodness so far, knock on something, I've only had one horse that I've had to do that more than once. So yeah, so short story long. Maria said, holy smokes. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Maria said, glad you didn't go to the park then. Yeah, so sometimes it can take several days to resolve. So that's why I was like, you know what, I don't know how she's going to be overnight and the next day. And I'm like, I don't want to risk it. So I'm like, I'm just going to cancel my reservation and stay home and keep an eye on her. So Oh. Paul said, welcome to Vet Talk with Katie. I'm trying to like make it as simple as possible so everyone can understand it. Hey, Mike Rouse. Carmen said, whoa, that's rough, Auntie Katie. Poor horsey. Hey, Lady DH. Oh, thank you. They're my babies. I figure if they're going to carry me around and take care of me when I ride them, then, you know, I should be able to take care of them in return, right? All right, you want to be done, bud? Huh? You want to be done? Are you warm or are you good? Huh? Hi.
I think it was Maria that asked about the stars and stuff.
Does the gimbal pick them up or no?
No, I don't think. Like, well, it picks up that one, the planet. There you go. That's straight up from my location. Let's see, what turn? Oh. Oh. There you go. So you can kind of see the phone gimbal in the right side. We have some up here, but not super crazy. I mean, there's definitely a lot more out closer to midnight, 1 o'clock, but...
Yeah, you used to be able to see a lot more up here, but as more people move up here and build down in like Rancho and Fontana and all of that, the light pollution has kind of made it more and more difficult to see them.
That right there is a planet. That star.
Do you want to spin it around on me and just walk in front of me?
Yeah.
Wait. There you go, Bubs. I could practice showmanship with him. I haven't practiced showmanship with him in forever. Cool. Let me just see real quick if he's going to do any of it for me or not. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh. Oh. Good boy. Ah. Quit. There, now you're remembering, kind of, sort of. Oh. Back. Shh. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Wow, he's really rusty. Not that anyone probably knows what the heck I was trying to do there, but... So when you show them one of the events that you can compete in, they end up getting judged on either their conformation or, and your ability to handle them and show them off. And then there's also another one where you can try and perform a pattern that they provide for you at the competition, and how well you can perform it without any mistakes is one of the ways they judge you. So that's kind of what I was practicing there. So he did okay. We haven't practiced it in a long time though.
I am discovering that it is a little hard to zip up a jacket with one hand.
Do you want me to take the gimbal for a minute?
I was going to ask you, and then you started doing that, so I was like, that's all right.
Here, I'll take it. All right. You want to say hi? You want to boop the camera? Do you want to boop it? Well, let me see if I can. There. You want to boop it? I'll boop it. Boop. Hey, PPM Aviation. We'll see Jacob. Hey, Wayne. He said, I thought the horse was talking. Well, a horse is a horse, of course, of course. Mike said, I can't see right now. It's -2 here. Oh my gosh. Maria said, right now, Jupiter and Mars are out in the sky. She said, wow, a classic vending machine. Yeah, it doesn't work. Just sits there and collects dust. Hey, Val. She said, I don't trust myself to raise a houseplant. I'm so impressed with your dedication and skills with your horses. Thank you. Hey, Luann Garcia. She said, it could be Venus. Mike said, Katie, are you near the MASH set? I don't know where it is, so I can't really say. Hey, Ange. Carmen said, beautiful stars. Mike Rouse said, Mr. Ed. Ash said, aw. Val said, aw, sweet baby. Emily said, hi, Mr. Ed. Robin Evans said, so cute. Wayne said, I remember Mr. Ed. Carmen said, good boy, you are beautiful. Carlos said, is your horse named John Denver? My sister would be so happy. It is. His name is John Denver. We call him Denver. Wayne said, if you remember Mr. Ed, you're old. Guilty. Val said, oh, great question about the MASH set. Where is it at? I don't even know where it is. Dr. Elephant said, guilty. All right, should we go make your bucket? Because I know that's all you really want. Oh, you want your bucket? You want your bucket? Yes. Yes. I don't think he'd do it with this jacket. My old jacket, he used to love to zip and unzip. But it zipped and unzipped a lot easier. This one's a little bit more difficult. Like, I would just be standing there and he would reach over and grab it. Oh, I gotta be careful he doesn't grab the mic. You want your jacket? You want your zipper? That's his one trick. My one trick pony. Good boy. All right, let me go make his bucket. Well, make all of their buckets.
He's looking at you like,
default name said, close the door. Were you raised in a barn? Well. Dun, dun, dun. Emily said, I had colic as a baby, so I sympathize. Val said, Google says MASH set is at Malibu Creek State Park in Calabasas, California. Oh, I'm nowhere near that then. Maria said, how bad is a horse bite? It depends on the horse. It can be pretty bad. Gladys said, that's cute. Robin Evans said, that's so silly. Wayne said, I spray zippers with silicone spray. Works great. Yeah, no, I'm not anywhere near Santa Monica. I'm in the high desert, so I'm off the 15 on the way to Las Vegas.
I would have to say a horse bite would probably hurt regardless.
They're here, Jacob. They're just not in this barn. They're in stalls outside.
Look at that jawline.
Oops, there went the lid.
Look at that. Look at that jawline.
Carmen said, also cute, Auntie Katie. Silly horsey. Gladys said, yeah, Sonny won't do a trick. He looks at me like, you do it. That sassy Sue. And sorry if this is noisy, guys. I'm making their supplements and
Volume warning,
they're all
guys.
stored in metal trash cans so that the rodents don't get in there and eat them all up. Mike Ross said, and MASH is currently on Hulu. Anthony lives, what, like 15 minutes away from me?
Yeah, give or take 15, 20 minutes.
Gladys said, Mr. Jelly of that jawline. Hey, Angel, welcome in. Said, hello, everyone, just finished dinner. What was dinner tonight, Angel? Lady GH said, oh, Denver, you're so cute. Carlos said, I love MASH. Emily said, MASH is usually on MeTV or FETV.
Ooh, I want chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Angel said, chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Mike Rouse said, and MASH is on MeTV 5 Central. Gladys said, an hour if Mr. drives super slow like an old man driving.
Yeah, I don't even remotely drive slow. Hello, Jacob. Hello, everyone.
Angel said, it an IPA that has me quite buzzed. Hey, sometimes you need that, especially after a hard day. Wayne said, I jumped out of a good airplane, but never been on a horse or Harley motorcycle. Too dangerous. Hey, all I've done is the horse. I haven't done airplane or motorcycle, so we're both 1 out of 3. All right.
Denver's
Emily
looking at
said,
you
love
guys
those
like
older
you guys
TV
are all
shows.
crazy.
Better than what's on now. When I was younger, I mean, I think because it was available more. I used to love watching I Love Lucy and like Leave It to Beaver, all that stuff. What was everyone's like old classic TV show favorite? He perked up. He's like, oh, buckets. How about yours, Aunt? What was your favorite like old classic TV show?
Old classic TV show?
Yeah.
Knight Rider, A-Team, MASH, Cops. I don't know. I used to watch a lot of them because I really didn't have a whole lot of options TV-wise. So it was...
Same. When I was little, I had a TV in my room, but it was one of those old box TVs, and it was black and white. And no, it was not when black and white TVs were a thing anymore. We just didn't have money. And we didn't have cable or anything like that. So it was basic like local channels 1 through 13 at the time. And so I watched a lot of TV talk shows that I probably shouldn't have been watching, like Maury and Ricky Lake. And, oh gosh, what were the other ones that were on back then? The blonde lady, the older blonde lady with the glasses. I can't think of her name. And Montel Williams, oh my gosh, all those old shows. So I watched a lot of that, and I watched a lot of reruns of like really old TV shows. Mr. Ed was one of them. Go figure. Gladys said Jerry Springer. Yes, Sally Fields, yes.
Soul Train, MTV, is that kind
I didn't get MTV. It was only 1 through 13.
Oh, are we talking prior to that? I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island.
Oh my gosh, yes, Gilligan's Island.
Jacob, I'm just, one, I'm a little bit tired too. Work was a long day. And two, the horses here aren't really used to me because I'm not here. So I'm trying not to necessarily.
And right now he's keeping an eye on the horse for me because I'm running back and forth putting things away.
Yeah, so. There's nothing wrong per se. I'm just.
Oh, I think we're all exhausted.
Yeah, a lot of it's we're beat, and.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
All right, let me get caught up on this.
Oh my goodness, Happy Days.
Oh my goodness, yes. Where was I at? Oh, I hope your tummy's feeling better soon, Carmen. Let's see. Micro said, oh, that's not for me. Gladys said, I've been on a horse as a kid up in Sacramento. It was fun. I made the horse turn. I hit right into a lot of branch. Emily said, yes. Love those, Lucy. Brady Bunch, Bewitched. Oh my gosh, Bewitched, yes.
Yep.
And I Dream a Genie.
Yep.
Angel Soto said, I Love Lucy's definitely up there for me. Paul said, Little Rascals. Little Rascals was cute.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah. Marsha. Wayne said, I still get free classic TV on my antenna. I do not do cable. Free stuff is better. Free stuff is definitely better. Helen said, last night's stream was wicked. Near the end with that guy with the voice changer. OMG, I nearly wee myself and lungs hurt with all the laughing.
Yeah.
Maria said, black and white would be Andy Griffith. Oh my gosh, yes. Named our dog Opie. Oh, how cute. Mike Ross said, my favorite, Dukes of Hazzard, Knight Rider, and Emergency. PPM Aviation said, Dukes of Hazzard, Fall Guy.
Oh yeah, Dukes of Hazzard too.
Angel Soto said, we rented and watched Hook all the time. That was our TV, LOL. Hook was a good movie. Default name said Jerry. Val said, we went to Lost Valley Dude Ranch out of Denver several times. It's one of the last vacations Walt took his family on before getting sick. Oh, I love that. I mean, not about him getting sick, but I love that you went there.
Has anybody seen that? It just came up because you guys were talking about Walt. Has anybody seen that movie where Tom Hanks portrays
the Mary
Walt
Poppins
Disney?
movie? Yeah.
The Mary Poppins movie?
Mm-hmm. It's a movie about the making of Mary Poppins.
With Tom Hanks?
Mm-hmm.
I just seen a clip of it on TikTok earlier. I'm like, I didn't know.
I saw that clip too when he was walking her through the park, and because she was supposed to be the author of the book, and he was trying to convince her to allow him the rights to make the movie. And then they went and got in the carousel. That's the one that you're watching. The video?
I didn't get to finish watching it.
Okay.
Because then I got pulled away. So,
Okay.
But yeah, they were walking down Main Street. He was talking about making trees, and he's like, only God can make trees and stuff like that. Like
about the lookout points in the park and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
end of it,
24
they
karat
got on the
gold.
carousel.
Yeah, that one. I didn't know there was a movie out.
Oh, it came out several years ago. It's a really, really good movie.
I will admit, though, if anybody has seen that or was interested in seeing that movie that he was just in, I think it's a newer movie. A Man Named Otto. That wasn't actually a half bad movie.
Let's see, where was I at? Lady DH said we only had regular TV, black and white. Emily said Facts of Life. Oh my gosh, yes. And what was that other one with? I can't think of the name. It was like on right after, I think, Facts of Life, or maybe just when I watched TV, like it rerun on there. I don't know. Growing Pains. Could not think of that one.
Yeah. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Well, of course. PBS was awesome.
Bill Nye and the Science Guy.
Default name said Sally Jesse Raphael. Yes, Maria. Punky Brewster. I wanted to be Punky. PPM Aviation said Wally Gorge. Gorge? George? Paul said, I'm old enough to know when TV went off air after the late news and the anthem played. Mike Rouse said, The Hulk. Angel Soto said, Wonder Years. Mike Rouse said, Family Ties. Oh, Family Ties, yes. He said, Happy Days. Lady DH said, the thing is, at the time, those weren't old classics. They were current. Cole Carey said, there's an island in the Bahamas called Gilligan's Island. No way, that's so cool.
I have to admit, it is kind of trippy being that middle generation where we got to experience before technology really exploded.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when computers were just barely becoming like a household item.
Well, like we were talking about it the other day, how like kids born in like the last several years are probably not going to be able to differentiate between what's AI and what's real, because there's so much AI coming out anymore, and so many of the videos look so real. So I'm like, it's only a matter of time before someone does something really stupid. Like that lady, did you see that on the news? There was a lady, I think from Canada, that was trying to take a selfie with a shark and got bit. She was like trying to hug the shark or something and got bit.
Wow.
I'm like, you watch too many AI videos.
Yeah, I think about that every now and again. Like, I think back and it's like, man, I remember nobody had cell phones. Like, the only cell phones that were really around were those big brick ones.
Well,
that
yeah.
like
and not everyone
the
had
ritzy people, people had, or the ones that came in cars.
Right. Gladys said Three's Company. Angel said, I'm more of a TGIF kid when we didn't rent Hook, so Full House, Family Matters, Boy Meets World. Yes. And Sister, that was another one that was on there. Hey, Edna Mode. She said, this is very peaceful. I love it. Hey, Aurora. How are you? She said, hi, Katie. Gladys said, I Dream of Jeannie is my favorite. Brady Bunch. Dulcimera said, cute horse. Thank you. Burp, burp, burp. Ash of Heart said, I didn't have a lot of internet growing up, so I loved watching I Dream of Jeannie. Carmen said, I'm back, Auntie Katie. Welcome back. Mike Rouse said, Fall Guy is on Prime Video. Gladys said, I Love Lucy. I like that. The time of black and white TV time and where interracial relationship was rare at the time. Well, they didn't even sleep in the same bed. Remember that? How they had like separate twin-sized beds because they weren't allowed to like be in the same bed. But then Lucy was pregnant. I'm like, Lynn said Montel Williams. Yes. Emily said Saving Mr. Banks. Yes, that's what the movie was called. Saving Mr. Banks. The one that we were talking about.
Yeah, I remember the name.
Ash said, yes, I have it. It isn't very accurate, though. Lady DH said, when I first met my husband, we watched Willy Wonka. I said, wow, They colorized it. He laughed and said, it's always been in color. I grew up with a black and white TV, so I thought it was black and white. Main Street Matt said, yes, that movie's amazing. Carmen said, what did I miss, Auntie Katie? Oh, we're talking about old TV shows, Carmen. Jeremy said, have you been to SeaWorld? Yes, it's been a while though, but I've been several times. Mike Ross said, Tom did Mr. Rogers too. Yeah, that's right. Tom Hanks did play Mr. Rogers. That was a really good movie as well. That one's clean. Bob Bonham said, good movie, Man Called Otto, yes. That one's clean. Gladys said, Gummy. Carmen said, Sister, Sister, Family Matters, Reba. Smokey, Smokey! She said, Horsey! Val said, did anyone see Walt's dead head that filmed the park scenes uncover because Disney wouldn't give them permission? Walt's dead head that filmed the park scenes uncover because they wouldn't give them permission. No, I don't think I ever saw that. Where was that, Val? Elephant said, Sea Hunt, by this time my lungs were aching for air.
Right here, Mokey Smokey.
Mike Ross said, it was different strokes than Facts of Life. Wayne said, I remember when TV went off at midnight. Moki said, A Man Called Otto was a good book too. Lynn said, Pink Panther. Hey, we got Obi Jams in here. He said, what's up, everybody? It was all about the A-Team.
Obi.
Oh, for you boys. How about Chips? I never really watched it, but
I watched it sometimes.
Bob said, I love Gilligan's Island. Wayne said, I just asked Alexa, and she said it's 2 below 0. Brr, oh my goodness. Mike Rouse said, Pink Panther's on Prime Video, live TV. Jetta said, yes, no hands for her anymore. Obi said, I still watch Bonanza. Oh, Bonanza is a good one, too. Val said, trivia. The flags on boats in the opening theme of Gilligan's Islands are half-mast because they filmed it right after JFK was shot. Wow, I didn't know that. Adamir said, lamb chop. Bob said, we cannot believe all that is on the internet. Wayne said, I had a brick cell phone. It weighed 5 pounds from the battery. Oh, my gosh. Maria said, cell phone like Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell. LOL. Yes. Carmen said, Baywatch. Gladys said, you mean being millennials? Cool. I said that. We went from landline to and DSL. Go out and get hurt till we have phone and internet gratification. Balaban said, Katie, isn't AI fake or something, Katie? Because I hear yeah, it is fake. It's all like computer generated. Dr. Elephant said, Rat Patrol. Bob Bonham said, thank you, Main Street Cowgirl, for sharing your horse stuff. Oh, you're welcome. Mike Ross said, everybody who was born in the late 70s are Generation X. Emily said, sister, sister, go home, Roger. Angel Soto said, oh yeah, sister, sister. There was also Step by Step. Yes. Carmen said, Powerpuff Girls. Jeremy said, can you live stream at SeaWorld? Maybe one day. Jetta said, does the horse lay down to sleep? Like short naps. They usually sleep more so standing up. But if they feel safe, sometimes they'll lay down. But usually if they lay down, it's like for a very short time. Bob Bonham said, Saving Mr. Banks, the movie was shot at Disney Studios. So cool. Moki said, any Dragon Ball Z fans? Anthony, you gonna chime in?
I did. I said it a little while back.
Oh, okay, I'm behind. Carmen said the 70s show. Dr. Elephant said 12 o'clock high. Hey, Stephs, thank you. Maria said, I think there's no bad movie that Tom Hanks has been on. He's really good in all of them. Armeza said, did anyone see Small Wonder? Yes, I remember that one. Oh, Alf. There's another one. Hey, Alejandra. She said, hi, Katie, Aunt, and John Denver. Hi, mods and magic makers. Jetta said, Chips. Gladys said, I watched Chip as a kid. Brave Bull said, BJ and the Bear. Lady DH said, don't forget Little House. Oh my gosh, yes. Most Wanted said, Emergency. Dr. Elephant said, Star Trek, Lost in Space. Mike Ross said, Chips is on Prime Video as well. Moki said, I watched Dragon Ball Z with my nephew, good times, and then he left and I still watched the show. Val said, Walt's head was about Walt's cryogenic head visiting the park and seeing all that's changed. It's pretty funny. That's nuts. Carmen said Banana and Pajamas Show. Lynn said Barney.
Oh my goodness, Banana in Pajamas? Taking
Jenna,
it way back.
This is John Denver. Oops, sorry, Denver. Mike Rouse said, Katie, in the 70s, we played outside until the streetlight came on. Gladys said, oh, 98 earthquake. I was a kid watching the news updates. No school for a week. Oh, sweet. Oh, 89, not 98. Sentra said Knight Rider. Lynn said Growing Pains. Obie said Three's Company. Larry was the playboy of the show. Carmen said Power Rangers. Emily said, anyone watch Hee Haw? Jeremy said, what does SeaWorld have? Well, obviously a lot of sea life. And they've got some roller coasters and stuff. Brave Bull said, well, I'd love to see the Cowgirl do some acting. I was in some plays when I was younger. Carmen said, that's so Raven. Hannah Montana. Obie said, what was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon, Katie and Anthony? What cereal was your fave? Have a good night, Maria.
What cereal was my fave?
And what was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon?
Let's see. Saturday morning cartoons were Looney Tunes and stuff for me, like the OG cartoons. And cereal, it was kind of hard to say because it depended on where I was. If I was at my grandma's house, she had like all, the typical cereal that kids would want. Lucky Charms and stuff like that. But at my house, we had Cheerios and Corn Flakes. Not Frosted Flakes, Corn Flakes.
Oh, are we getting grumpy? Are you getting mad because your bucket's over there and you're over here? Huh? Are you getting moody? For me, Saturday morning cartoons, if I was up in time, because a lot of the time my mom and I would stay at Disneyland until closing on Friday night. So a lot of times on Saturdays I would sleep in. But all like the 90s Disney cartoons, like your Tailspins, your DuckTales, your Rescue Rangers, all that stuff. Those were some of my faves. And cereal, ooh. I liked Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot when I was little. I still like it. How about you, Obie? Mike Rouse said Emergency is on the Action Channel now. Balaban said, yeah, I'm not sure about AI at all. Oh, just to see if they could do it, Balaban. Everyone wants to be the first to do something, I'm sure. Dr. Elephant said, one day at a time. Lynn said, Popeye the Sailor Man. Milky said, Boy Meets World. Lady DH said, how about Laugh-In? Mike Rouse said, Hee Haw was on CBS. Jeremy said, what sea animals does SeaWorld have? What kind of? Oh, they've got orcas, they've got dolphins, they've got otters, and then they've got lots of other smaller ones. They've got like manta rays and all different kinds. Emily said Flintstones and Looney Tunes. Mike Rouse said Smurfs. Balaban said, yeah, Looney Tunes were the best to watch. Mike Rouse said Kawookie Crisp.
Who remembers Tiny Toons?
Yes. Or the Animaniacs. Oh my gosh.
Pinky and the Brain.
Moki said Applejacks and Ren and Stimpy, even though that was not Saturday morning cartoons, but I loved Ren and Stimpy. Wayne said, loving the stream, my time growing up. Hey, G-Man. He said, a horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course, that is, of course, unless that horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Mike Rouse said, underdogs. Wayne said, honeycomb for me. Dr. Elephant said Captain Crunch. Hey, Jansen, he said Transformers, G.I. Joe, and He-Man. Carmen said Charmed, Dawson's Creek. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. Jeremy said, what's your favorite sea animal at SeaWorld? Probably the dolphins. I like the dolphins. Dr. Elephant said Astro Boy and duh. Mike Rouse said Mr. Gadget. Mr. Gadget or Inspector Gadget?
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. Emily said Reese Puffs. Wayne said I still have honeycomb in the kitchen. Lady DH said Captain Crunch was one of my faves too. Milky said I used to watch Hazel. Oh, hold on. Hazel and Star Trek reruns after school. Paul said R2-D2. Annette said the Rugrats. Let's see. Mike Rouse said Voltron and Scooby. Jensen said Inspector Gadget, Garfield, and Heathcliff. Oh my gosh, Heathcliff, yes. Hey, Erin J, welcome in. Hey, Shelly. She said hi, everyone. Carmen said Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Seventh Heaven. Mike Rouse said Captain Caveman.
Oh my goodness, Seventh Heaven?
Rick Fack said Twilight Zone, Mickey Mouse Club, and Wonderful World of Disney. Allie Hunter said, I love Tiny Toons. Lady DH said HR Puffin Stuff, Lidsville. Paul said Big Time Wrestling. Dr. Elephant said, you know you had enough kids cereal when the roof of your mouth is raw. Facts. Jeremy said, who's Applejack? It was a cereal. Jensen said, I love Tiny Toons.
Don't they still have Applejack?
I don't know. Lynn said, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Mike Ross said, I just recently found out Huff and Puff is on Prime Video. Moki said, Animaniacs, total insanity. Gladys said, how about when Bob Saget passed? They filled the lower at one of the painted ladies as seen as Full House. Oh, and when Robin Williams passed, they flooded flour at Mrs. Doubtfire's house.
Wait, Bob Saget passed?
A long time ago.
I don't know.
Carmen said Rugrats, Batman cartoon. Most Wanted said Party of Five. Hey, Heather, doing good. How are you? Obi said on Saturday mornings, my parents decided to do laundry. I hated it with a passion. All I wanted to do was stay in and watch Looney Tunes with a bowl of Smurfs Crunch Berries. Annette said Darkwing Duck. Carmen said King of the Hill. Hey, Jeezy said, where are the thoroughbreds at, Katie? Well, technically, he's half thoroughbred. His mom was full thoroughbred. Alejandro said, Katie, we went to the rodeo parade this morning, and I thought of you the whole time. You would have loved all the horses. I would love to go one time. It'd be so cool. I've heard about it. I had friends that went and competed a few years ago at the rodeo out there. Brave Bull said the Perry Como show. Wayne said, what is Denver having for supper? Well, it's actually kind of past his supper. This is just his supplements, but to them, it's like a treat. Tonight, all I gave him was some soaked bran, just to kind of keep his belly hydrated. And then all of his like healthy supplements and stuff are mixed in there too. But they love it. Balaban said, Inspector Gadget was a good show. Emily said, as a preacher's kid, Seventh Heaven was not accurate, LOL. Let's see. Mike Rouse said, Disney Sunday night movies.
My guy, you got food on your eyelid.
Wayne said, yes, Applejack's is still out there. Heather said, my favorite TV show is Seventh Heaven. Carmen said, Arthur and Hey Arnold. I think those are still out there too on TV. Another Brian said, Double Dare. Dr. Elephant said, Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day. Milky said, now I'm craving cereal, LOL. Mike Russ said, Super Friends. Jeezy said, any racehorses on site? Retired ones, older ones that don't race anymore. None that won any crazy money or anything, though. Wayne said, Poppy the Sailor Man and Roadrunner. Dr. Elephant said, The Bullwinkle Show. Carmen said, Gargoyles. Dr. Elephant said, Underdog. Brave Bull said, I wasn't aware that Cowgirl did rodeo. Shelley said, Family Ties, Growing Pains. Doogie Howser. Oh, I forgot about Doogie Howser. And The Wonder Years. I absolutely love those shows. Emily said, Yogi Bear. Have a picnic basket, boo-boo. Carmen said, Popeye. Dr. Elephant said, Squiddly Diddly. I don't think I know what that is. Lady DH said, he's really made a mess of his right eye. Poor guy. Oh, he'll go rub it off on something. He's a pro at making a mess of himself.
You got some right there. Denver, there's some right there on the top.
I'm saving that for later.
You're missing some.
Opie said, you know so much about animals, Katie. As a kid, did you want to be a vet? A small animal vet when I was younger. But then I was like, I could never put an animal down or something like that. I know it would be helping them, but I could never convince myself to do it. Steph said pop cereal. Oh yes, corn pop's so good. Moki said, I love it when healthy food tastes like a treat. I also love regular treats. I just love treats. Carmen said, Batman Beyond. Mike Ross said, Underdog, and then Inspector Gadget was on in the mornings for me. Then I went to school. Heather said, what's your favorite TV shows? That's what we're talking about. Shelley said, Bullwinkle Show was amazing. JC said, was just about to ask that, Katie. How much was their purse? I have no idea. Wayne said, I have a retired racing greyhound, great dog, a bed hog, but keeps me warm. I love that. Lynn said, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Oh, so crazy story about that one. I used to love that show. When I was younger, I had a horse. Her show name was Kim's Par Bar. And I don't know how they came up with her nickname, but it was Nicole. And she had both names before I got her. But anyway, one of the actresses from the show actually used to take lessons on my horse. So the trainer that I rode with when I was a kid, she usually was closed on Sundays. But she would come down specifically on Sundays to give this lady lessons on my horse. Because my horse was like one of the nicest ones in the barn. And they actually filmed an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And one of the segments was her riding my horse. But the lady lost her balance and fell off, so I don't think they ever used the footage of her riding my horse. Dr. Elephant said wacky races. Lady DH said the Cowgirls and actual Cowgirls. Sanchez said Flyers versus Oilers Balaban, Saturday, 22nd. Lynn said Murdoch Mysteries. Sorry, guys, I'm cleaning up the mess that Denver left in here.
I had to switch hands really quick. Trying to multitask here.
Same. Trying to read the chat and sweep.
I just found out that they're doing a fundraiser for my kids' softball, right?
Oh, geez.
So it's where you buy tickets and then they'll do a raffle later on.
Right.
But it's not like just a random fundraiser one because he's in community softball.
Right.
Those funds actually go to the team, like to get them gear.
Right.
But I just found out, so I'm trying to buy tickets for it right now. because they have to be turned in by Saturday. I'm like,
Oh, geez. No pressure.
well, dang.
Mike Ross said Speed Racer. Dr. Elephant said Kimba. Jansen said that was funny, Katie. Mike Ross said Yogi's on Prime Video as well. Do you want to walk back and we'll give Darlin and Whiskey their supplements too? Would you mind carrying one of the buckets? Carmen said Bobby's World. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Bobby's World. Emily said Little Mermaid series. Jeezy said, anyone remember Zaboomafoo? I remember Zaboom. I can't even say that right now. Zaboomafoo.
Zaboomafoo?
Yeah, it was, oh my gosh, it was an animal. I can't think of what kind though. It was like black with white stripes and had the big old eyes. Lady DH said, okay, y'all are making me hungry. I'm gonna be eating a bowl of cereal in about 2 minutes, LOL. Dr. Elephant said Beanie and Cecil. Sylvia said Sugar Smacks for the win. Oh, Sugar Smacks was good. Hey Sylvia, how you doing? Carmen said Johnny Bravo. Dr. Elephant said Roger Rabbit, Johnny Quest. Amy said your horses are beautiful. Thank you, Amy. Dr. Elephant said Tennessee Tuxedo. Mookie said Sugar Smacks, drool. Honey Smacks were not the same. Oh, Sugar Smacks. I don't think I ever had Sugar Smacks. Carmen said, who remembers the big comfy couch? And then she said, Tom and Jerry and the Amanda Show. Hi, Whiskey. EXP said, me too, all of it, LOL. Story of My Life said, lemur, yes. That's what Zaboomafoo was. He was a lemur. Amy said, my favorite ride.
That's crazy. The temperature dropped a lot back here.
Mm-hmm. Lady DH said, my kids loved Zaboomafoo, lemur. Emily said, zoom. Dr. Elephant said, my favorite Martian. Mike Rouse said, Fraggle Rock. Down to Fraggle Rock, clap, clap. Jetta said, who are we giving whiskey to? Well, my horse's name is Whiskey. Oh, Darlin's been doing some redecorating, trying to get at the hay. She's so mad. She's so hungry. All right, I'll give you a bucket and I'll give you a little bit of hay. This is the one that colicked yesterday. And because of that, we've been like just giving her a tiny bit of food at a time. So she thinks she's starving. All right, Miss Thing, here you go. Come here. There you go. Eat up. Can you please stop taking the bench apart, though? Goodness. Taking the blankets off.
Miss Carmen, Beavis and Butthead. Did you guys see that Saturday Night Live skit where Ryan Gosling and who else dressed up as Beavis and Butthead?
I don't think I saw that one. Oh, wait, I did. From like a while ago, right?
Yeah, they were doing it like the
They were
skit.
sitting at like a conference or something.
Yeah, it was like a skit. They were doing an interview, and he was sitting in the back. He's like, "Okay, I can't. That guy back there, he looks like Beavis. You know, from that show, Beavis and Butthead."
All right, I'll give you some hay. There you go.
So crazy to think. You're like, I'll give you some hay, implying like a little bit.
Well, she normally gets double that. But I gave her a little bit several
I know,
hours
but
ago. and
I have
the
to
rest
like
of it.
remember that they're not like a dog, so they eat like way more than a dog would eat.
You see what she's doing? So she's got TMJ. Her jaw was kind of walking up there.
Is that what that was? Mm-hmm. I thought that was like her happy food dance. Like, yes, I got food. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, we got that in common.
Paul said speed racer. Carmen said tailspin. Story of my life said,
Oh, are we
that's
going
my
back
cat's
that way?
nickname, LOL. Call her Zaboo. Her face looks like his. Aw, how cute. Steph said Chilly Willy. Mike Ross said Dumbo. Carmen said X-Men. Wayne said I used to love to go
I hear a drone.
to Opryland in Nashville.
Yep, there it is.
Moki said dark shadows. GC said, is it cold out there, guys? It's cold, but not as cold as it has been. Like one day last week, it was just bitter cold out.
I hear something else coming now, too.
Lady DH said, Teletubbies, of course. Obi said, you ever run into wildlife at night, Katie? What kind? Not so much, famous last words, out here. You'll hear coyotes howling and stuff once they get a kill. And like we've seen snakes and stuff. For the most part, they're usually gopher snakes. But when I had my horses out at my friend's ranch out in Summit Valley, we would see all kinds of stuff there. And they would like come onto the property.
To be fair, I don't think you'd see them coming anyway. Look at that.
Well, your eyes aren't acclimated. When I'm here and I don't have lights on and stuff, you can see pretty well. At least I can, for the most part. More likely than not, you're going to hear something before you're going to see it, though.
Yeah.
But there was, oh gosh, like what, 15 or so years ago now? Maybe a dozen or 20 properties away from where I am now. I used to have my horse at a stable down there. And unfortunately, that one got sold and they no longer allow horses or anything there. But anyway, prior to me having my horse there, maybe like 6 months prior, there was an incident where there was a bobcat up in one of the trees. So someone was going out trail riding out in the riverbed, and the little trail that you would go through from the property to go out in the riverbed had like a little area with a bunch of trees and like overgrowth and whatnot of bushes and wildlife and stuff. And I guess they heard it growling and then looked up and saw it after hiding. Said the animal control come out and catch it and take it back. But look at all kinds of stuff out here. A couple years ago, there were tons of bears coming down from the mountain. So they were having to catch those and release them and all that. So,
Hold on.
was mine going?
Yours turned off. Oh.
I would help you, but my hands are both full.
Alright. Well,
It's fine. They can probably hear me on yours. Bum, bum, bum. I lost my spot.
I think Emily, yeah. Emily said, no, they're saying mic check. So you're coming in faint then.
Oh, there it is. Okay. GC said Dragon Tales was my favorite. Here, I'll just put this down and then I can grab yours. You can take them over to Denver while I rinse these out if you want. Let's see, where was I at? Dr. Elephant said, can't forget Superman. Carmen said, Beavis and Butthead. Mike Ross said, yeah, fire. Jetta said, I saw that. They were in the audience. Carmen said, Spider-Man cartoon. Mike Rouse said, I did. Carmen said, wow, that's funny. Oh man, I missed it, Mr. Mischief. Emily said, Nick Jr. shows from the 90s. Mike Rouse said, win Ben Stein's money. I remember hearing that name, but I don't remember ever watching that. Moki said, anyone watch Cash Cab? I did. I watched some of it. I didn't watch it a ton, but I did watch some of it. It was a cool show. Carmen said, DuckTales. Dulcimere said, Cash Cab rocks. Paul said, I love Cash Cab. Mike Rouse said, Smokey and the Bandit 1 and 2. Dr. Elephant said, still on, isn't it? Wayne said, I had 2 eagles circle the house today. They were singing and headed back to the Tennessee River. How cool. Carmen said, dinosaur show. Oh my gosh, yes, the dinosaurs. I'm the baby. Moki said, I used to watch the Cash Cab reruns. Lady DH said, gotta love eagles. Dr. Elephant said, horses ate the mic. Jeezy said, how big is... Oh, this isn't my property, Jeezy. It's a stable where I just board my horses. Carmen said, Sailor Moon cartoon. Jeezy says, does that Pepsi machine work, Katie? Last I heard, no. It hasn't been plugged in a long time. I don't think it's worked in several years. Moki said, there's eagles and hawks and coyotes out here. Emily said, Gullah Gullah Island. Carmen said, Godzilla cartoon. Anyone remember that? Odie said, I'd be on alert 24/7 in that environment. Do you have a chicken coop? I'll buy some eggs from you if you do. I used to, but I actually personally live in tract housing, so we're not zoned for it. So I had to get rid of my chickens. One of the neighbors complained because they thought mice were coming from my chicken coop, but they were actually coming from another neighbor's house that was a hoarder. So I was like, I don't have mice. I don't know what you're talking about. But Moki said, Dr. Elephant, I have no idea if there are any new Cash Cab episodes. Alejandro said, hi, Denver. Wayne said, best movies, Caddyshack and Animal House, best ever. Most Wanted said, Hollywood Squares. Carmen said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Moki said, I used to dance to the Gullah Gullah Island theme song. Paul said, Ultraman. GZ said, me and Hector are thinking of investing money on snack machines and soda machines. Do it. That, or if you're able to, I heard laundromats are like crazy money makers too.
Laundromats and self-serve car washes.
Emily said, I forgot that yellow frog's name, Moki. Heather said, what's your favorite Disney movie? Dr. Elephant said, Up. Oh, there's so many, Heather. It's so hard to pick just one. What's yours, Heather?
I would also say be sure to do your homework before you actually invest in them, though. Do your cost to sell ratio, especially with the cost of sodas and stuff going up.
Dr. Elephant said Inside Out. Carmen said Gumby.
And snacks, I should say.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty much done here, guys, because I've been here several times today. I've already cleaned their stalls and gotten them out and all of that several times today, so. Paul said, Punky Brewster. Denver, you're a mess.
He's got it right there on his, the white in his face, and he's got it right there above his eye.
Come here. Come here. Oh, yes. Hello. You're a mess. You're a mess, sir. You can't find a spot to kiss you. There, that spot's clean. Shelly said, Denver's such a sweetie. Emily said, nighty-night, Denver. Dr. Elephant said, no, this is fun. Heather said, my favorite is Pocahontas and The Lion King. Carmen said, proud Finley. Obi said, I want a Denver omelet now. All right, guys, I think we're going to end it. We're both tired, and it's late for us. Anthony's got work tomorrow. Denver's not impressed because he's out of food. He's like, if you're just going to stand there, he's like, you could get me something to eat. You've already had more than enough tonight, sir. More than enough. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys had fun. And we'll see. We'll see how the weekend goes. I think we're both going to be at the park on Saturday if everything goes okay. As of right now, I don't think we're going to stream, but you never know. You know, sometimes we get a wild hair and life happens, so we'll see. But anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful night and have a lovely remainder of your week and weekend. Denver says bye. But have a great night, guys. Much love to you. Take care, and thank you, Mods and Anthony.